Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our last lesson for prelim grading. It's about social evolution. Our objectives here, you are expected to know where, when, and who started the social evolution, know the long waves of social evolution, and also determine the impacts of global information explosion. So social evolution, as you can see in our illustration here, we have evolution of man. Proposed in the 19th century, social advancement, which is infrequently alluded to as unilineal evolution, was the main hypothesis produced for human sciences, especially for anthropology. So when you say unilineal, it's tracing descent through one line only, so through common track only. So this hypothesis asserts that social evolution occurs based on a single universal order or a common order. Evolution of societies follow one singular path, but differences in societies are present because social evolution happens at various rates. So this is why there are distinctive kinds of societies existing on the planet. Although the tracing of descent is one line only or common track, but it differs in generation. Then we have here Herbert Spencer, as indicated by Perrin, one planner of present-day social evolution, had four working definitions that he modified through his career. So according to Perrin, Spencerian social evolution studies a mixture of the following. So we have here four components used by Herbert Spencer in his study about social evolution. The first one is social progress, followed by social requirements, increasing division of labor, and origin of social species. Social progress is society always moves toward an ideal setting where though there exists individuality and specialization based on different achieved qualities. So there is voluntary cooperation among individuals who have high discipline. So social progress is one component, a very essential component of social evolution. Of course, because this will address our needs, the basic needs of the citizens. And also it will all sustain the quality of living. That is why we have different sectors in the society to address our needs. For instance, the healthcare services and the education institutions. So those contributes to the well-being of and advancement of the society. Another is social requirements. Society is shaped by its set of functional requirements like sexual reproduction and food sustenance, environmental aspects like climate and social existence aspects, the behaviors that make living together possible. Okay, so these social requirements are very essential in order to the people living in the community conform to the norms or to the policy of the society. So that is why this factor or aspect or component is very essential to guide and direct also our behavior. Another is increasing division labor. The evolution of society happens by intensifying the functioning of each class, group, or individual. As societies are developed, also specialization arises. No? So we have here division of labor, as you can see, based on our skills, capacity, and skills. Then we also have here origin of social species as one component, according to Herbert Spencer. It is believed that society's development, like an embryo, echoes the stages and changes that has been experienced by its ancestors, although the final direction of those changes may and can still be altered by outside forces. So here it is very important to know and understand the origin of social species, because of course this will answer our doubts, our queries, and our even the discoveries. It will answer discoveries. In the mid-19th century, physical evolution theories of Charles Darwin influenced social evolution. So the 19th century anthropologist Lewis Henry Morgan is credited to be the first to apply the principles of evolution to social phenomena. Morgan pointed out that society moved relentlessly through stages that he coined as savagery, barbarism, and civilization. So the study of Morgan influenced by the theory of Charles Darwin, the evolution of man. He applied that into social evolution. And he analyzed also the differences of society. For instance, the absence of culture before, where there's an extreme cruelty, until now we have the literate civilization, meaning we are now already literate when it comes to different aspects. So that's the differences of society as we move forward. But before the 19th century, evolutionist researchers in the 17th and 18th centuries, like the mentioned researchers here or anthropologists here, reacted about voyage literature, who brought back reports of newfound plants, creatures, and social orders. And those researchers attempted to give explanation as to why there were differences in the societies. Okay, so because of this voyage literature, it can be travel book, documentary, or journalistic book that have records about newfound plants, creatures, and social orders. So this record will give the researchers to study about the differences of societies. Okay, we'll give explanation. Then we also have here an illustration of the long waves of social evolution. As you can see, it depicts how technology has advanced through time, from stone tools to bronze to iron tools to water wheels, steam engines, electrical engineering, automobile aircraft, and now we have the ICT, or the information and communication technologies. So this is the long waves of social evolution. Okay, so let's proceed now to global information explosion. Information explosion is a term used to describe the rapidly increasing amount of published information and the effects of this abundance of data. As the amount of available data grows, managing the information becomes more difficult, which can lead to information overload. Okay, information explosion, because of course we all have the data already in the internet, no, all the data that we are needed. But of course, you should not believe all those data unless you search and verify the sources. So due to this overload information, it will cause us what? Unproductivity. It will also cause us confusion, stress out, or even frustrations. Because of course, we cannot believe all the information. And how to deal with this? First is you need to identify the sources. If the information sources are valid or legit. Also, filter information. You need to filter. It depends on the importance. And have time to review it. And of course, act on it, whether to retain or to delete that data. So here it is very clear that we should be responsible when collecting or accessing data through internet. Okay, so why we need to study all of this about social evolution? Of course, in order to have awareness and understanding about social evolution, social development, and cultural change, and to know how ICT impacts the development of society. We are now in the digital age where we use ICT or technological tools, which also brings us new way of thinking as the 21st century learners. Okay, so that would be all. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending and listening to our discussion. Now it's time for you to raise your concern or ask questions or clarifications. Thank you.